I have a Sthil 55 tiller that will not run. I just put a new carburetor on it and that didn't help. When trying to start with it on chock it will pop back. Hi, I'm Wayne. I will try to help you with this. You say you checked flywheel key. Was it tight in the slot, not bent, no play when you installed it? Let me know.
No, it was good and tight, and the flywheel key is built into the flywheel. It was good too. I also put a brand new carburetor on it.
Hi, thank you for that. Have you ever checked the spark? Is it a deep blue or yellowish? Reason I am asking this, let me know.
Yes, it has a good blue spark. I'm getting gas and spark. Did y'all give up on me?
Hi, sorry for delay. Okay, spark, gas, no start. That only leaves low compression. Can you do a compression test? You want 120 plus pounds. Also you mentioned popping when trying to start. Is it in carb or muffle, or what engine do you have on it, make and model?
Sthil 55 popping back in carbuerator. I have not taken a compression test. I will do that tomorrow and get back with you.
Hi Frank, Sthil 55 is the tiller. What engine drives it? Briggs & Stratton.
No, the engine is made by Sthil.
Oh, okay, check that compression. Let me know tomorrow. I go offline at 8 p.m. CST. Wayne. Hi, I'm just following up with you to see how everything is going. Did my answer help?
Hi Wayne, so far I'm still trying to find out what is going on. This morning I took a compression check 3 times and all 3 times it was 115 pounds.
Hi Frank, that is good compression. So if you have good compression, good DK blue spark, and gas tat only leaves the reeds in the top of the cylinder that has gone bad, most likely broken at this point, parts and labor are more than cost of machine. Okay, tomorrow I will break down the engine and check the reeds. I'll let you know what I find. Thank you, Frank.
I just got through looking at a Sthil 55 engine breakdown and I don't see any reeds in the breakdown. This motor has really got to me.
Hi Frank, I will check it out first thing in AM. I go offline at 8 p.m.
Hi Wayne, I was told that the Sthil engine doesn't have reeds. I pull it up on the internet and it didn't show any either. I don't know how it work. I need some help on this. I thought by paying y'all $18 I would find out what to do about my engine.
Hi Frank, the $18 is just a deposit. I do not get the credit of half of it until you give a good rating. Try a whiff of starting fluid, see if it starts of a few seconds, let me know.
I tried that. It act like it want to. It will go for 1 second and that is it. Then it will start popping back through the carburetor. I tried that. It act like it want to. It will go for 1 second and that is it. Then it will start popping back through the carburetor. I also talked to a fellow that work on Sthil equipment and he said that the machine doesn't have reeds and that is all he said. This is a brand new carburetor. I just put it on. It is new.
Hi Frank, I am out of things to check. I am going to opt out and send to another expert. Don't reply back to me, or rate me, as it will lock the question to me again. Sorry I could not help. P.S. Remember, it did not cost you anything as yet, just a deposit. Wayne.
See, I check everything you said to check before I even started talking to you, but I haven't found out anything yet. I just don't know what to check next.
Hi, my name is Welcome to Just Answer. Reading from what you checked over, your compression is good and you gave spark. Have you checked the fuel filter in the tank? Also, if you remove the air filter housing and spray some gas into the opening for the carburetor, will it fire up briefly?
Hi John, the first I'm really stuck. I just put a brand new carburetor on it. That didn't help any, and yes, I spray a little starting fluid and it may run for a half second. I checked the flywheel and key, it was okay. The compression is 115 pounds.
Okay, so that tells us it's not getting enough fuel if it's firing up briefly from being sprayed. Have you checked the fuel filter that sits in the tank?
John, the first just went out and checked the fuel filter. It is okay. I can put it on chock and hold the chock and pull the rope. It will try to run for half of a second and it popped back through the carburetor.
Okay, have you pulled the spark plug and checked it? The popping from the carburetor is usually a timing or valve issue. I know you said the key in the flywheel was good, was it doing this with the original carburetor?
Yes, I was told that Sthil MM55 didn't have reeds. I always thought you would have to have reeds or valve for something to run. Yes, I was told that Sthil MM55 didn't have reeds. I always thought you would have to have reeds or valve for something to run, and yes, I checked the plug, it has a good blue spark.
Okay, have you checked the coil to make sure it hasn't become loose or the air gap hasn't been moved? I'm trying to think of every possible thing, being the symptoms are the same for both carbs. I think it has to be a timing issue or something.
Yes, I replaced the coil. I set it at 0.010.
Okay, when was the coil replaced and did it run with the new coil at any point?
No, never ran.
I'm thinking it's that coil. Do you have the part number by any chance? I'm looking for parts diagrams of your unit. Can you give me any info on the engine, full model number, year, etc., also the part number on that replacement coil you got for it?
Eng. Family 3A8XS.0274RV MD0302 type MM55 display 27cc. This is some number off another tag for -MM55 multi-engine. This number under barcode, that is all I can find. The number it not giving you is 4- and the other one is /P.
I would space the digits, just put a space between them. The site is funny like that with numbers.
4.6.0.1_0.1.1_3.9.0.0. And the other number is.
Do you know the part number of the replacement coil? So far I haven't found a part number for one.
No, I sure don't. I will have to tear it apart to get it. The coil that is on it is firing a real blue spark.
Here is my though and concern. If it's not the correct replacement coil, it could be giving you a great blue spark, but it could be misfiring being it's not the right coil. There are a lot of people on eBay selling the 4140 hashtag and that fits the KM55. The replacement coil you need is 4140 ###. Did you buy the replacement coil?
eBay. That is the one I got, 4140 ##/P.
That's the problem. It's for the KM55, not the M55. You need the 4140 ###. Check this link out: http://www.losengineers.co.uk/ignition module for Sthil M55 M55C part no 4140 400 1304.html. Did you see it calls for the 1304, not the 1308, being it isn't the correct coil, it could be throwing the timing off. Why did you replace the original coil?
Because I wasn't getting any fire. Because I wasn't getting any fire. I'm going at 9 a.m. to a Sthil dealer here where I live and pick up the original coil. I have never ran into anything like this before. If this work, I have learned something. They say you never get too old to learn.
Let me know, but I have helped customers where they were sold a coil on eBay and it isn't the original, so even though it's gapped right, it throws the timing off because it doesn't fire the same time as the original. You can gap it using a business card too. It has never failed me. That's how I gap every coil.
Sthil dealer told me the same thing you said. If it not the right coil, it will be out of time. They didn't have one in stock, so they order one for me. I should get it in about 3 or 4 days. When I get it on, I'll let you know. John the First really didn't know the coil had anything to do with the timing. I always thought compression, good blue spark, gas, and it should run.
Yeah, that's the truth. Now on some old Briggs & Stratton that have points, you could cut the wires and put a newer Briggs coil with electronic ignition on and it works, but with most it's a no-go. I knew it had to be something, and popping through the carb is a timing issue. It's just a matter of figuring out what was the cause of it. Also, rule of thumb is you can gap most coils using a simple business card. To try to explain it, the coil you need, let's say it's made to fire a 0.025 seconds of the flywheel's magnets passing, and the 1308 coil you have on is made to fire at 0.038 or 0.015 of the flywheel passing. If it's earlier or later, the timing will be off, and that's what makes it pop through the carburetor. You are correct, in a motor needs spark, fuel and compression, but the spark has to be in the right timing as well.
I thank you very much. See, I'm 70 years and still learning. When I get it on and running, I will let you know.
Okay, let me know.
I sure will. Again, thank you very much.
No problem. I look forward to hearing from you.
Hi John, the first got my coil in yesterday and I put it on today. Second pull it started and it run like a new one. Now I can get out there now and start tearing up some ground again. Thank you very, very much.
Awesome news. I'm glad we got it straight for you. It's still freezing here in Maryland. I won't be prepping to plant anything until late March or April.
We start down here right after Easter, waiting for the ground to start warming up a little.
You're lucky. We have had snow today and around 20 degrees low.
Here in Long Beach, it was around 60 and tomorrow it is supposed to get in the low 70s. If it keep that up, I will be getting my rod and reel out.
Oh, miss fishing so bad low.
Fishing start getting real good here in April. That is when we get started. If I hear anybody having any kind of trouble with small engine, I will send them to you.
Sure, thanks. We are 8N Maryland, near Annapolis and right off the South River, but I mostly bass fish. I tried saltwater fishing last year but had no luck. I hear rockfish taste great.
Never heard of rockfish. We have speckled trout, white trout, flounder, and many, many more different fish. Well, John, it is getting bedtime for me. If I have any more trouble, I will call on you. Good night.
Good night, and thanks again.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit JustAnswer.com/YTHI.